Mic check?
Damn, that does.
Good afternoon. I'm Margot Gray with your 48 Fastcast on this Thursday afternoon. This is your digital newscast bringing you the top stories in a fast-paced style. So let's begin in Huntsville, where there's a new reward being offered to bring a killer to justice. Lieutenant Colonel Alonzo McGhee was shot and killed in his own driveway in January of 2013. In the 12 years since, investigators have been unable to find his killer. This week, the Army Criminal Investigations Division announced it was increasing the reward for information, leading to a conviction and contributing $25,000. That now brings the total reward to $44,000, with what has already been raised since his murder. 48 News' Noah Cowell is talking to investigators right now about this case, and we'll have much more for you this afternoon and tonight at 10. Well, the South will be rocking at a brand new venue from now on. Organizers with the Rock the South Festival announced today that the show is picking up and moving to Decatur next year. The festival has been in Coleman since 2012, but the promoters announced they've purchased land in Decatur to be the new permanent home for Rock the South. The 1,000-acre site will allow for 2 stages, better parking, and more freedom, according to promoters. The new space will be off Gordon Terry Parkway between Decatur and Trinity. The show is set to start January 11th through the 13th. Well, there's been no significant movement toward finding funding for the government now more than 40 hours into this shutdown. Democrats and Republicans continue to blame each other for not giving in to each other's demands. Republicans want to pass what they call a clean spending bill, while Democrats say they're worried Republicans want to gut spending on health coverage and won't vote on a bill that doesn't include protections. There are no votes today because of the holiday Yom Kippur, but the Senate will be back tomorrow, so we'll continue to watch. Meantime, 60 votes are needed in the Senate to pass this spending bill. Republicans hold 53 seats, so they need Democrats. We'll be right back with a look at your forecast for the weekend, by the way.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Well, all quiet on the home front. It feels warmer than it is. That dry air. We're in the low 80s right now. There's no rain. There's no rain in the forecast through at least Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rain chances are there, about 30%. It'll start off slowly, though. It's definitely going to be more humid. 82 right now. Parkway looks pretty good. As we take a look at the satellite view here, more rain into Florida, and that's what's going to happen. There's an upper level low that's going to swing into Florida this weekend, and it's going to push back to the west-northwest early next week. And Imelda is no longer a tropical system, just a post-tropical area low pressure. Moved right through Bermuda during the overnight. In fact, around midnight, made landfall through there, and it'll continue to move out to sea. Again, just a problem for the shipping industry and the fish. As far as our forecast goes, the weekend still looks good. Still warm, though. 83 degrees Saturday, 84 Sunday. More humidity. An isolated PM shower is possible, so we'll go evening shower. But right now, I think that's probably less than 10%. Here's your Friday forecast. 60 degrees in the morning. 81 degrees at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Highs, again, low. Wouldn't be surprised if it's in mid-80s. It's all about the dew point here with this forecast. Notice over here in Georgia, after 7 o'clock this evening, we see this much drier air. Dew points upper 30s, low 40s. Very comfortable out there overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning. And then the dew points come back into the mid-50s, but still comfortable out there for your Friday. No rain at all. Early next week, rain chances will increase because this modified tropical air mass will move in. Here is your 7-day forecast, changing to 10-day. 80s the next few days and some upper 70s and low 80s early next week. That's really dependent upon the cloud cover and the amount of coverage with the showers out there and a few thunderstorms. And then we trend a little bit cooler. There's actually a front that's going to move in, but a colder front will likely follow around the 18th or 19th of the month.
Thank you, Brad. Huntsville Hospital is reporting it's seeing the first signs of a fall flu surge and the last gasp of the back-to-school COVID spike. President and CEO of Huntsville Hospital Health Systems, Tracy Doty, says across Madison County, there are only a handful of patients admitted to the hospital right now for COVID. Most of them are elderly. Doty says they saw a spike back in September. Since schools went back into session, the percentage of COVID tests coming back positive increased by 500%. But those numbers are back to summer levels now. Flu season is starting to rear its head as well, and many pharmacies are now offering that flu shot. A man accused of attacking 2 elderly women in the Shoals is facing even new charges now. New court documents show Michael Kirkland is now charged with indecent exposure inside the jail, accused of exposing himself to a nurse inside the Lauderdale County Jail. Kirkland was arrested after a violent home invasion last year and hit with multiple charges, including sodomy and attempted murder of 2 elderly women. This man on your screen is also in the Lauderdale County Jail today, reportedly after shooting his own brother. Javante Zachary is charged with assault. This all started Wednesday morning when a man showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound. Police say Zachary admitted to shooting his own brother during an argument. He told police that he blacked out during that incident. Well, still ahead at 4, we'll be taking you to Scottsboro, where police are reacting to that new bill designed to protect officers. And there are new developments in the case of a man whose police chase turned into a deadly crash in Hartselle. I'll see you back here at 4.